Russia continues to hold back gas supplies to Europe as Moscow insists on its claim that a missing piece of equipment prevents the country from supplying gas to Germany. While Germany says it is ready to move the turbine to Russia and solve the problem, Moscow argues that Western sanctions make that impossible. Many in Europe fear that Russia will completely cut off Europe's gas supply in retaliation after sanctions were imposed on the country for its invasion of Ukraine. In this scenario, some reports also suggest that Russia could turn around toward China and India by selling them its natural resources. But Yale University economist Jeffrey Sonnenfeld said Russia's attempts to do so would fail and make the country only a vassal state. He added, "They're trying desperately, but it's a pittance. Russia is almost a vassal state for such trading partners. The Russian Federation brings nothing to the world market except goods, such as energy and grain. No one else wants to buy anything, and I think it's hard for them to find the replacements they need. For Russia to produce some more coal is unlikely to compensate, which is why they have the deficit they do. Controlling Russia is fundamental for China, but one has to wonder when they can turn that control into something real. When they can take control of the economy and normalize it. And when the factories there collapse, they are cut up for scrap and asked to give them money to build something, you do not understand how to return the money given. Thus, the question remains open, especially in the medium term. Russia's war against Ukraine has made it clear to everyone that sooner or later the Russian Federation will begin to disintegrate. And right now, China wants to be ready. Most likely, China will help accelerate the infrastructural collapse of Russia. That is, it will be impossible to simply travel to the Far East from Moscow, and the only way of life will be through China. Now they are building bridges across the Amur and building new roads, but so far they have not used it all economically, as far as one can tell, because they bought several hundred hectares of taiga and cut it down for themselves. But this is not an expansion with colonization. They are waiting because they have seen that Russia itself may fall soon. China doesn't want war, even with Russia. It wants to take what it can reach. China can go into these areas and become the guarantor of peace and security. And they will be thanked for stopping the bloodshed. So, the preparations are there.